Well, let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern Dn'A, showing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Let me tell you a story about a pair of brothers, Andy and Dustin. They're like no others. They hit the road, traveling land, testing out food. Ain't that grand? From fast food joints to local dives, they're on a mission, taking crazy drives. They'll sample it all, junk food galore. But the question remains, what's worth fighting for? Southern Dn'A, they're chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied. For the flavors that'll make you satisfied. Southern Dn'A, chowing down Southern Dn'A, exploring every town. They're on the hunt, searching far and wide for the flavors that'll make you satisfied.
All right, guys, I'm hanging out with you on a Friday afternoon. Sorry if I'm not super like into it. Been feeling a little under the weather the past couple days. I'm feeling better today, so that's a blessing. But I have been feeling a little under the weather. So just bear with me if you can. Today we're going to be talking about a couple different things. If I can get all this stuff typed in this chat, it'd be nice. That I think would be good for y'all to kind of know what's going on with Southern Dn'A in general with me. Be like one word. I don't know if I'll put post in there or not, but whatever. Okay, so I'm trying to get this all on TikTok and stuff too. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking about a little bit what's going on with me, with Southern Dn'A, with next couple months, the next year, and what's the future looking like, and the last 6 years that we've done this. So before we get into that, I've got to remind you the best way to support me in general, if I can pull this up. I don't know if I can or not because it's computer's being a little slow today. All right, cool. Best way to support me is to click on the affiliate link and get you some Blackout coffee. This is the very best coffee out there you're going to find by far. I mean, right now I think they're doing like still a Cyber Monday deals, which they've just extended it, which you can buy two get one free. And in the checkout, you can type in SDNA 20 and you'll get 20% off of your order. I'm telling you right now, this is the very best coffee that you're going to find out there. I'm not saying it because I'm an affiliate. I'm saying it because I've tried this coffee. I drink it every single morning. This is my go-to. I've had other coffees. They don't compare closely to this coffee. It is the very best. If you can get your hands on it, I'm telling you right now, get you some blackout coffee. You missed the apple cinnamon French toast. That was amazing. Amazing flavors. But I drink usually the Jamaican Me Crazy, good coffee. That's a good one to go to. The Cookie Doodle had it. It's pretty decent. Pretty decent, not gonna lie. And of course the blueberry crumble. Man, your house is gonna smell like blueberries. I'm telling you right now. If you want to support the channel as a whole, we do have some merch. Go buy you some merch. Some Christmas stuff is we got some Christmas stuff on here that you can get. Some ugly Christmas sweater looking stuff. Our beautiful faces in sketch on some shirts with our logo on the Santa hat, plus our saying that we always say, let's get at the end of the videos. If you want some Tennessee gear, Tennessee themed gear, I should say, and Tennessee and Virginia Bristol shirts, or your Christian shirt. Sorry, excuse me. Like I said, I've not been feeling the best, but I am feeling better. So get you some merch. The links are in the description of the channel. And if you're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, that's all in the description. And don't forget, we also have a Discord that you can come and join the family. It's totally free. We're trying to build a community over there with people that want to hang out, have a good time, and talk about food in general or anything that y'all like to talk about. It's a very family-friendly atmosphere, and y'all can come and join that. Okay, see, I got it done and over with, and it didn't take me that long. A little, like I said, a little winded, tired. Just still a little bit, still not 100% yet, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling much better. Did y'all get TikTok? Did y'all get to see that stuff? I don't know if y'all did or not. Let me look. I'm gonna just test this out. Did it work on TikTok? Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure because sometimes you never know. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah. So next year, me and the wife are planning on moving. We've kind of outgrown the place that we're at now. We've been wanting to move out for quite some time. We've owned this place for almost 10 years now. It's not meeting the needs that we have at this time. And so we're planning on moving within the area. So not like super far away. We're just not going to be in the same location anymore. And to better fit our needs. So what that means for videos. Next year, there might be some interruptions on getting your videos out at in a timely manner. So I ask you to, if you get some interruptions next year on your videos, to bear with me. I'm not sure what our time period yet we're looking at to be moving next year, but we're planning on to getting in a new place sooner than later. So I wish I could say it's going to be a quick process. We don't know what that looks like yet. We have a couple places in mind that we're looking at. But you know, and one place that we really like to get into, but that one's still up in the air. So we're kind of looking right now, and the closest or the earliest I'm thinking it's going to be at least spring before we get into it. But that is going to be right dab in the middle of our upswing of content. So that could very well be put into the middle of what we usually do. You know, we're usually got videos going out left and right during that time. So we don't know, you know, I'm the one that edits all the videos and stuff. So trying to get this stuff out there for you guys may, you know, because I have to move my computer, set everything up, get internet set up at the new location, new, you know, studio location. So you may not get live streams as often as you did, especially until we get moved in wherever we're going to be at. And so, yeah, I just want to give you all that heads up from the get-go. Now, we've been doing this for going on 6 years now. We've been, you know, on YouTube for at least 6, almost going on 7 years on YouTube. And, um, looking at when we first started, the trends were very heavily in our favor of, making content, um, around food, reviews and stuff. So we focused heavily on that. And our motto was always, whatever, we try out, we're going to give you the honest take no matter what, whether it's good look on us or not. We're never going to dissuade people from, the truth, on if we want to, suggest this place or not. We always wanted to be 100% honest with you guys with our take on the on everything we try. And I think we've been, for the most part, we've been very honest. We've gotten some flack throughout the years on our takes, and that's, totally fine. That comes with the process. That doesn't, that's water off our back kind of thing. But we had been doing, steadily okay, throughout the years. We kind of slowly grow to, being a little bit bigger. Not that we're huge now or anything, by no means. But we've slowly kind of grow our reach and um, our audience aspect of it. And we've been getting to the point where we've seen the trends, we've seen how they're going, and we noticed some big things are happening at YouTube, and that will affect us because even though we're on the smaller side. Right now, YouTube's going through some pretty big crisis where they are deleting millions of content creators, not just videos, but channels altogether. And we don't know if our channel will be up for one of the ones that delete or not. I'm not sure if it's just a really bad AI algorithm thing that's going on right now that's causing a lot of these channels to be deleted. But there is a mass deletion of YouTube channels, not just videos, but channels in general. And it's causing a lot of problems. And I could see it, if it's not fixed, being used very badly and deleting a lot of content that they just don't agree with in general. Now, for at least 6 years, up until this past year, we have been, I guess you could say, probably ideal for just, your average content creator that's not trying to make any waves or anything. But because of the circumstances that happened this past year, we have been pretty, solid on our beliefs and our convictions. And we've, tied it into our content. That could be not saying it is. I'm not saying, look at me kind of thing, but I'm just saying it can be a target against us. So just be mindful. If for some reason we're not on YouTube anymore, we do have Rumble, we have Facebook, we have TikTok, which I'm streaming to right now. There will be other ways that you can still get your content through us. Mind you, our views on YouTube, they've gotten further. They went down and down and down throughout the years. Our content still holds the same quality, even better, I would say. And I've tried every little trick you can think of to make our content a little bit more engaging. And maybe that's just a failure on my part. I don't know. I've done all the vidIQs and stuff like that. And it just doesn't seem like it's helping right now. Now, mind you, we're in a season where a lot of people's views are down, but it's been going on for at least a year now. So we're planning on doing a couple different things, but we may shy away from the food reviewing as much going into the new year. We're not sure if that's still a viable space to be in. One, it costs quite a bit of money. I mean, food, when we first started doing this, relatively cheap. I wouldn't say it was extremely cheap, but it was relatively cheaper than it is now. And now it's quite a bit expensive just to do a video for you guys. On average, a video um, will cost around $60 to $70 just to make. And we're not getting paid by anybody. Yeah, I have affiliate link through Blackout Coffee, and we do have merch, but our sales are pretty on the low to it doesn't pay for multiple videos if one at all. So we are fairly in the red when it comes to making videos for you guys through YouTube. And food prices being what they are does not look like it's going to be any cheaper in the near future. So we want to be able to make content for you guys, but make it where you are enjoying the content that we're making, and that we're not, going in the red every month about doing it. So we might change some things up going forward. Now, I've been playing around with TikTok because TikTok has been fun for the most part playing around with. We don't do a lot of videos on TikTok on the Southern Dn'A channel, only because it's kind of hard to make our long form content really short and to have that still honest opinions on what we're trying with that channel. Now, I had been doing some Tennessee Vols stuff. I'll pop up, and they're funny AI videos, and they seem to do very well. So it got me thinking, can I make a whole AI channel where it's just Tennessee volunteers? Will it do decent? And as of right now, it is growing. It's growing at a very steady pace. When I upload a video, which I can make 4 in an hour, it costs me absolutely nothing to make, only but time. I usually get to 10 to 20 subscribers a day, if not more, and thousands of likes, or at least hundreds of likes and thousands of views. And that is honestly, to me, very shocking that you can do something like that, because we put quite a bit of time and effort into the videos that we make for Southern Dn'A. And I can spend an hour making really weird AI videos that, is a very, very unique niche, I guess you could say. And it gets a whole lot more explosive views out of it. And so I'm not even going to mention the channel because, I'm trying to let it grow organically. If you really desperately just want to watch the videos, you can message me on this video and I will tell you the channel. But, honestly, I'm just letting it grow organically just to see what it becomes. Mind you, Tennessee's teams have been really bad this past couple weeks. Not been easy for me to upload videos on, but even when I upload just some silly, stupid thing with it, it does pretty well. So what does that even mean for us on Southern Dn'A? I don't know. But when we're going to, I'm going to probably spend all of January trying to figure out what that would look like on TikTok for Southern Dn'A. We are very close to getting to the point where we can start making money on TikTok with our channel. We're only 300, well, less than 300 followers away from getting that mark. So I'm going to probably, focus on TikTok in January while we're taking our month break and figure out what that will look like and what would be good for us. I know when we do move and when I'm setting up a new studio and stuff, I'm gonna probably make some videos on that. That will be completely different from our normal food review stuff. That might be something that you might enjoy. And I know when I get to the end of the year, every year we get burnt out. I mean, we're just dead. The holiday season is just a rush. I've got so many places I've got to go. Andy's got so many places he's got to go. He's now, expecting a kid. He's basically taking care of 2 other kids right now, with his girlfriend's kids. So You know, we're both, you know, running to our wits end. So we always get this way at the end of the year where we're just drained on making content. Um, because it's a mad dash throughout the whole year trying to make sure every video's up for you every single Saturday. Plus, you know, incorporated the Saturday live streams with you guys on the end of the month, so we can take questions, hang out with you guys, have a good time, and so it drains us to no end trying to come up with new content for you guys and ideas, and it doesn't seem like it's played to our best, you know, strengths on making, you know, making strides on YouTube. And I'm not saying YouTube is holding us down. It's just we may not be good at it, you know, and that is totally okay if that's the case. But I will note that we are doing better on Rumble, and we do better when we post the videos on Facebook. So that does have to say something about YouTube's algorithms and how they display our content. It's a little strange. And they are pushing really hard on the shorts aspect again on YouTube that we just don't have content for. That's just not we're a long form content people. That's what we start our show based off of, is very long form. We went from, I want to say 40 minutes down to 10-minute videos just to try to shorten them up as best we can for you guys to make them a little bit easier to digest, I guess. We don't go as in depth as we used to when we're trying foods out. And, but to make it go from 10 minutes to a minute that's asking for quite a bit. So I want to do a lot of studying and figuring out what would be best. If you want to see more of daily life on TikTok, we'll do that. You know, we'll you know, I use technically the TikTok channel is my channel. I start uploading just random clips. And I might just name it Southern Dn'A Dustin, and then if Andy wants to make one, he can. And then you can go join both of our stuff. But I've got 3 different channels I'm running on TikTok right now. One of them doing very well, and I'm going to continue messing around with that even in the off season, because you got basketball and you got baseball to mess around with and stuff on there too that I can really make content for. And I might end up growing that one bigger than Southern Dn'A ever was, which is, you know, weird, but that, you know, I don't take hardly any energy to make that stuff at all. But I just wanted to be upfront and honest with you guys on our direction on what we're doing. Now, Andy wants to kind of take it in some different directions. Also, he wants to add in some podcasts. I don't know if y'all would even be interested in podcasts. I've had multiple podcasts before with doing sports and stuff, and some of them do okay. Most of them just end up flopping. So I don't know if y'all would be interested in a podcast. Please let us know if that's the case. It most likely would be on anything ranging from sports, politics, whatever. I don't know what he exactly wants to do in that stuff, but it's, you know, again, that's up to you guys. If y'all want to see that kind of stuff, I'm willing to do it. Right now, I don't have the space for it. When in my new studio, when we buy, you know, another house, when we get out of this place, because we got to sell this place first, but I'm gonna have a bigger studio I can really make into. I mean, because right now, I wish you could see my space. This is a guess, like a second bedroom. I've got my desk right here in the corner. There's the futon right behind me, which I'm butted up against with my chair. That's where we make our, you know, Saturday and most of our filming done right there. And then I've even got a Christmas tree up right now in the room too, that I've always put up in, because the wife puts up one Christmas tree that she wants very, you know, kind of old school, classic looking. I'm more out the, you know, off the wall with my, I guess, decoration. So I've got a colorful, you know, Christmas tree with a bunch of different ornaments and stuff on there. So my direction is completely different. So I always put one up in here too. And and then you got the TV over here with the other camera. It's very compact. It's tight. Plus, I put the table in here that we use to film. Put our food and stuff on when we're filming. It's a very tight setup. So I don't have really another space to add in more microphones and stuff. I've got the most of the equipment to do it. I just don't have the space. So when we get um, when I buy a new house next year, I'm gonna look at a place that definitely has a studio space that I would need to be able to build up, that I can make it all look better, and I'm not gonna waste the time on continue decorating this place when we are planning on moving next year. So if you'd like a podcast setup, we can do that, but it's going to probably be a little bit before we can get into that kind of system. But again, TikTok, we're going to be focusing, or I'm going to focus really hard on trying to figure out what y'all want to see from us in January when we take our YouTube break and Rumble break. And I just let us know. Let us know what you would want to see from us, and what content that you want to see, because we want to try to make the best content for you guys that we can. We want to be able to do that. So it's on, it's up to you guys. We want to do the best we can for you guys. We want to continue to make content that you love. And right now, I don't think a lot of y'all really care for the food taste test that we do. Some of y'all, our old school viewers, some of y'all still watch our content and like that stuff. Some of y'all just wait for our Saturday live streams that we do. And then some of y'all just wait for my Saturday or my Friday streams. I've been doing now a Tuesday morning or Tuesday midday Bible study. I won't say morning. It's 12:30 when I go live for that. But I do the Tuesday, live stream for Bible study. So y'all can join on that too. So I've been trying a little bit different things that will branch us out to make better content for you guys. And I know some of y'all join for certain things, but we want to make sure everybody can come and hang out and have a good time with whatever we're doing. But we want to know what y'all want us to do. We want to hear from you guys on our future of Southern Dn'A. Mind you, our TikTok has not been around that long, but our YouTube's been around for 6 years, and it's kind of flatlined. We've hit a kind of spot where it's not grown hardly at all. I think in the past year we may have went up maybe 100 subscribers, maybe, if that. So we'd love to hear from you guys. Since do you want us to continue on, excuse me, food reviews, or would you like for us to try something else out that y'all may enjoy? And it's up to you guys. If there's content that involves Southern living or Southern lifestyle, we'll try that. Like I said, I probably will do something when we move into the place, especially the place that we're looking at right now. If it turns out to be that, there's so many ideas. I have so many ideas for content just off of that place, let alone, because it is an interesting place. And we're hoping to make that place a reality. So, but that time will tell, time will tell to see if that's going to be a location or not. So we are hoping so. We are definitely hoping so. Just keep us in your thoughts when it comes to hopefully getting that place. It's a good location. So that's the main thing. It's a really good location. It's, I mean, the best location that we could possibly want to put a place at. And everything's just got to line up perfectly. And that's the problem that we're going to have to end up facing. So, but yeah, we just want to be, crystal clear and up front with our next year. Cause like I said, there's going to be, especially when we start moving, you may not get a video or two right off the bat for some time. And when we do finally get stuff going again, you may get overloaded with content for a week or two until we get caught back up. Or I might end up having to take another month break in the middle of the year just to get everything going. Cause I don't know what, that looks like yet. It's been a while since I moved. And it took me a while to get everything set up the way I have it here. So I don't even technically have a computer desk. To be honest with you, I got a computer small desk that I bought my wife when she was working from kind of from home there for a little bit, and then I've got a um, plywood stand for my other monitor that also hosts my, or holds my camera controls and stuff. So it's kind of like thrown together. It's not perfect, but it works. It works for what I want it to do. So it is what it is. Um, but it's going to take me a little bit to try to get everything set up exactly the way I want it. Where a place, like I said, the place that we're looking at will be ideal, will be the most perfect. It has a place for a studio already, and it will be ideal if we can make that happen. And we're hoping to make that happen. So, but that's still a couple months away, if not half the year away. But we're getting to the point now where we're in December. We've only got you've only got 1, 2, 3 more videos from us, and then a live stream, and then we take our January break. So, um, we just want to make sure you're aware of if there's some interruptions from our content. You know where we're at. We didn't just delete the channel, or if YouTube decides to delete said channel because they're deleting millions of channels right now, that there's other places you can find us. We will not just go disappear. There's, like I said, we have Rumble that is growing slowly, but it is growing. TikTok and Facebook. Also, Facebook, I will be, instead of just sharing our content on Facebook for Saturday, we will be going live on Facebook, or making sure the video drops on Facebook every week also there too. Because we have noticed, just when we do that, content is shown better on Facebook for some reason, and they're getting it's getting out a lot better. So we get a lot more views when we do that through just on Facebook, let alone than YouTube. So, which is mind-boggling because we don't have the followers we do on Facebook. We have quite a bit less followers on Facebook than we do on YouTube. So YouTube has some struggles right now. I hope they get it fixed. I don't know that they will. Right now, there's a lot of people are having some major issues, not small creators, but mainly big creators. Some of them are getting chargebacks on them, basically, and YouTube's, basically uh, billing them thousands of dollars, and it's not a good look, especially when it's months later. Because I mean, the way super chats work, they can super chat you the money, and then if they accidentally, well, the way it's supposed to go is, if say you mean to, super chat $100 or $10, we'll say $10, and you accidentally hit an extra zero. Well, you can ask for a chargeback to say, well, I was not intended to do that for 100. I meant to do it on 10, and they'll give you back the $90. But YouTube is allowing people to go back and charge back for, months, since you've done that super chat, and it's costing big creators quite a bit of money, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. And that is a major issue. I don't think you should be allowed to do that. If you do super chat, then I get it if you accidentally hit a zero, or you super chatted too much. If that's a thing, you can pretty much say, hey, in the chat, I didn't mean to do that. Because usually a lot of creators will look at it like, whoa, you super chatted $100 or $1,000. What are you doing? And they're like, oh, that was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. And then they can handle that right then and there and take care of it. But when you do that, it not only does it cost them thousands of dollars, the program that they use to get the pay will also reflect badly on them too. Meaning, basically, they'll look at them like they're a bad business, and it can affect them negatively that way also. But YouTube is allowing this to take place on their platform, and it's not a good look. That's not a good thing through YouTube, and YouTube's being very quiet about this, and I don't understand why. They're not just being upfront, like, whoa, okay, there's some things that we need to take care of, but we will. But they're being very quiet about the whole situation. They also don't want to hold fast to their own standards and rules either, and they'll pick and choose on who's on those rules being um, uh, who can abide by those rules and who doesn't have to abide by those rules. So YouTube definitely needs some a little bit of wake up calls going on over there before that will be a viable source for people being able to share their content to and feel like it's okay to share their content to without getting harassed or basically having their whole lives destroyed through it. Because I mean, you got to think about it. Creators that get these donations months later, that money's already gone. They've spent that money, on their bills, their loan, whatever mortgages or whatever, and then months later somebody decides to do a chargeback. That money's gone. That money's been already, they didn't expect that money to be requested back. Why would you? It's been months later. And I'm not talking about 1 month. I'm talking about 6 months. I'm talking about 8 months later. You wouldn't expect that money to be asked back, after that. So, but YouTube is allowing this to happen. So that's pretty shady. I think that's shady business practices and not good look. So, uh, as far as TikTok goes, we're trying to get to that 1,000 mark to get to where we can start making some money off of TikTok. We're pretty close. On Rumble, I don't remember what our last Rumble numbers are. Let's look here. Dashboard. So we got 29 followers. We just need 100. We just need 100 followers on Rumble, and we can start making money off of Rumble as soon as possible. If we had 100, we would be making sense, but we'd be making something, and something is better than nothing, is the way I look at it. So yeah, if you don't have a Rumble, why don't you have a Rumble? That's my question. Rumble is growing. You should have a Rumble, and you should go there. And I mean, probably most of your favorite content creators are on Rumble. For the bigger ones are at least. A lot of people, it's not just a lot of people like, wow, this is a conservative. No, it's just a free speech place. They don't have the same rules as YouTube as far as, basically have to say certain words a certain way. It's a pretty free speech place. As long as you don't commit a crime, you're fine. There's a lot of liberals on Rumble just as much as they are conservatives. So it's just a better place to me. And they don't have the thresholds that YouTube is, will hold over your head just to get to a certain, threshold to start making money. So Rumble or YouTube is making theirs a little bit crazy. It's getting worse with their. I think they keep like pulling the rug. We get closer, they pull the rug. They get closer, they pull the rug. So it's like that guy on that commercial where he's that old man. He's got the fishing pole and there's a dollar bill at the end of the line, and he's like, "You got to be quicker than that." And yeah, that's pretty much the way it feels like on YouTube sometimes. We get close and then they pull it away. But we're going to try some different things. We want to make content that you guys will like, but we don't think it. I don't. At least I'm not going to speak for Andy. I don't know if it's the food reviews are the future because it's been dying out. So people are not as interested in that. In fact, if you go to Google Trends, I don't think that's even as they used to be. You can go to Google Trends and there would be food on that list. If I go to it right now, I don't think there is not just one. Trending now. FIFA World Cup draw, Netflix, Warner Brothers, Lakers versus Raptors, Discord Wrapped. Is there any food at all? Oh, we got food. Okay, we do have food, but it's like the 11th down, and there's only been 20,000 people look for this. It's the SpongeBob meal Burger King, which we hate Burger King, but my wife did try this, and she said they did go pretty ham on the way they made it. But yeah, 20,000 people only search for this. That's nothing. That's not even. I can't. I don't even would classify that as trending. When you look at trending, you would see in the millions search for stuff. The only thing that's in the millions right now is Dallas Cowboys versus Detroit Lions. Everything else is really relatively low on the search volume for certain things. So there's only one food item on here on the trending. That's it. That is crazy. It used to be there would be quite a few different foods. In the technically, if you look at in the last 24 hours, there's only 3 that food things that popped up. And I don't even know what this one is, but the SpongeBob meal has 20,000. The Chick-fil-A Grinch meal, which I didn't even know Chick-fil-A had a Grinch meal. Did they? I know McDonald's does. Does Chick-fil-A have one? Why's my that button not working for some reason? Grinch meal? Grinch meal at Chick-fil-A restaurants offering a variety of festive holiday items. It's a, I guess they are. Let's see what they're. Okay, so I guess they must be doing some kind of Grinch meal. I don't see it on their on this. Let me go to their website. It's not even on their website. So it must be in a certain region. Um, unless they haven't brought it out yet. I don't. This is Christmas menu, so I don't know where this is at. Oh, so it says while there isn't a specific Grinch meal, so someone typed it in wrong, and they're typing in Chick-fil-A Grinch meal. That doesn't even there's nothing there, and it's gotten 10,000 searches in 17 hours. 10,000. That's nothing. There's 3 SpongeBob, Chick-fil-A Grinch meal, which doesn't even exist. It's McDonald's, and Next Level Baker, which I've never even heard of, and that has 2,000. That is the search volume for food right now. It is nothing. So food reviews, it's just dead. I mean, it's just a dead market right now. I think the content creators that got big off of it probably will still do fine. But for us, we're relatively small. I mean, it's just not. I don't see it being viable for a long period of time for us to continue that on. So we might have to pivot. Even though we've done this for 6 years now, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is, to a different form of some sort. I don't know what that looks like. I have no idea yet. But again, we're going to try something different next year, maybe not just food, but throw some other stuff out. We've been doing a little bit of different stuff this past year. Also, we did the wrestling, where I used to be a pro wrestler. I mean, you can see the belt in the back. I used to be a pro wrestler, so we did a wrestling video with me and my old trainee Chris. We went to where we got trained at, where I got trained at, and I trained him, and then he finished his training when I went off to the Navy. We did a video on that. It was a little bit longer, but so it was different. It did okay. It did. I don't even know what it did on Rumble, but it did okay on YouTube. Let's see what it did on Rumble. There it is. It didn't do great on Rumble. It did fairly kind of mediocre on Rumble. It was only like 6 views on Rumble, so I didn't do that great. But on YouTube it did pretty well, and I do like the fact that YouTube has this new collab feature that's supposed to help you grow decently, I guess. But it didn't do great on YouTube. It did okay on YouTube, but that's a different type of content that we tried out. So I don't know. We'll have to figure out what we're going to do and what will be best fit for our viewers. And TikTok is a whole different animal for us. So our content usually isn't made for that. It's very long form. So we're gonna have to really figure something out that will work for all channels going forward. That I guess isn't food related because, like I said, food is just not a trending thing anymore. Um, Especially, I mean, the Grinch meal on McDonald's just came out, and it should be a lot more searched right now. I mean, I see it all over Facebook, but yet Google is not. It's not being searched on Google at all, which is kind of mind boggling. And even then they do, they search Chick-fil-A instead of McDonald's. So I don't know. I don't think foods is the market. Plus, maybe just people are just burnt out on searching for stuff on Google. Maybe is that what's the case? I don't know. But again, when I first started doing content, you go on Google Trends and it'll be in the millions of stuff. You know, people would search for things in the millions. Right now, the highest thing is like Detroit Lions and the Cowboys. That's only that's a million searches. Everything else is in the 20,000s. That is mind boggling that searches are so low right now for things. Um, so I don't know where does that lead to? Like, is people just that far departed from internet? Is that what it is? Is that the case where they just don't care about what's going on that's trendy right now? I mean, I guess that could be the case. I don't know. I think the generation was it Generation Z is the newest, or is it Alpha? What's the newest one that's coming into the content right now? Are they that departed or detached from content? You know, I see a lot of people even on TikTok. They're in their like millennial stages or even Generation Z, some Generation Z, but mostly it's millennials that are, at least in my feeds. Maybe my algorithm just pushes that to me. I don't know. So I don't know. I think the biggest creators right now are all millennials that I know of. I mean, maybe I'm just, like I said, in my own space. I don't know. But for it to be that low on Google Trends, something is going on. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer to that looks like, but I do know the content that we are making is not doing as well. And it could be some to that point where no one is searching that stuff. With Google Trends being, I mean, that's just across the market, not just food, but across the market. Just blows my mind that there's just nothing trending right now. Nothing in the past 24 hours is insane that there's nothing trending. Even if you go to 48 hours, still the Cowboys and Lions are pulling out 2 million. Everything else is in 200,000 range or 100,000, 50,000. Nothing is trending right now. It is insane. And food wise, like I said, even go just to categories food. There's 6 things. And again, Great Lakes cheese. It has nothing to do with that's even within our area. National Cookie Day, 2005 or 2025. Okay. Next Level Baker. Okay. Anthony Bourdain. What does this have to do with food? And then, like I said, the second most search is Chick-fil-A Grinch Meal. There's no Chick-fil-A Grinch Meal. It's McDonald's. What's going on? What is happening? I don't know. Oh, I guess because of the Aldi cheese recall, that's why the Great Lakes cheese thing is going on. So shredded cheese recall. How do we make content on that? We try the recalled cheese and throw up everywhere. I guess that would make for some good content. I don't know. Weird. I mean, I guess we could do something like that. Just poison ourselves for the content. I don't know. Even if you go back to the 7 days, it's just nothing that's national. A lot of it's local based. And even if it's not, it's down to like 1,000 views. Like there's 1,000 people searching and stuff. So if you think about it, if you break it down in the broader scale, we have a very small market, of people watching our content. But you got so many other people that's in the same field as we are. So if someone says looking up, if we go back here to Pepsi prebiotic soda, 1,000 searches. By the time it gets to us, if all the food content people are doing the same thing, after 1,000 people have seen so and so, so and so, and so and so, by the time it gets to us, we'll get like 2 views on that one content. It's not viable for us to do that and continue on. I mean, this is crazy. So, I mean, if the McDonald's Grinch meal, say we did it this year, which I've had it, it is what it is. 500,000 in 7 days. I mean, we may get 100 off of that after every content creator that's already done it on all the different social media platforms. Again, if this was in the millions, we would get a couple hundred off of that. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I just being crazy here? That it's just, this is a conspiracy or thing kind of thing. Like it's just Google's not putting out the trends or something, or am I just being over analyzing this way too much, and that we should continue on in our field that we've chose, or should we just change it up altogether? That is the big question. Like I said, next year is going to be a little bit different, anyways, because I'll be moving. Andy will probably be moving some point too. So there's going to be a lot of missed time in between things. So, but there's going to be different content that we can make when I do move. So, would this be a good opportunity for us to change it up? I think it could be, but it's all based on what you guys want to see. Would y'all be wanting to see stuff like that? I don't know. That's up to you guys. I'm just appreciative of anybody watching our content in general. But I would like to make, a couple bucks just off of especially our food reviews or whatever videos we're doing. So we're not going in the hole every time we do a video. That would be the greatest thing, that at least our food's being paid off, that we're trying for you or whatever video we're doing. Cause I mean, even think the, wrestling video that we did, I mean, that was an hour, 2 hours drive there, 2 hours drive back. So I mean, you count for gas and stuff like that. That's, that gets kind of pricey too. You're looking at least $40, when it's all said and done. So, I mean, no video, if you think about it, not really many videos are free to make unless you're just talking to a camera like I'm doing right now. This costs me absolutely nothing. But if I'm making food reviews or if I'm traveling somewhere, that does cost into the money, it comes into the money play, and it'll cost you money to do. So, that's why I do ask if you are wanting to support the channel. We do have ways to do that. You don't have to. The biggest thing is just to like and follow, subscribe to the channels that we're on. If you want to join our Discord, you can do that. And it's the best way to be a part of the community. If you can't do it, I understand about, paying for our merch and stuff. This is one of our shirts right here. I wear it quite often, but it's Choose the Cheesy Life. It's got a pizza. I don't know if y'all can see it very well. A pizza kind of chilling here. I'll choose the cheesy life. But we got Southern Dn'A merch. And then if we also have I have the Blackout Coffee. It's my affiliate link. That's just mainly for these live streams. But y'all can go and get you some good. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I don't shill for them because it's a coffee brand that has affiliate marketing. There's about hundreds different of coffee people out there, and most of them have affiliate markets. I've tried them. This is the very best. And if you drink coffee, get you the very best coffee. Why not? It tastes amazing. It makes your house smell amazing every time you brew it. So, that's what I'm saying about that, So, again, kind of run down I'm not got as much energy as I usually do because I'm just wore out. this season's taking it out of me, I guess. Or I was feeling pretty rough yesterday. I woke up sore throat, head hurting, um, just drained completely, just completely drained. And about dinner time, I didn't feel like making my own food, so I ordered a pizza. And apparently, pizza is the magic cure. But it may be pizza combination with garlic sauce, like the dipping garlic sauce. That might have been the magic cure. I'm not sure, but I'm not putting it out because I woke up this morning feeling 10 times better than I did the day before. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. That pizza cures whatever sickness I had. I don't know what that sickness was. It could have been like a 24-hour cold, but maybe it cures 24-hour colds. I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying it does, but I'm just saying it possibly could. It did for me. So take that with, whatever grain of salt that you may have for that one. So, yeah. Dixie's passed out behind me somewhere. Zonked out. She's tired too. It must be just where it's been like just dreary outside. The past week has just been nasty, like raining, and it was called for snow last night. I think it kind of sleeted. It didn't really snow here. Um, Mostly just sleet and ice. But it's just been dreary. Maybe I need some sun. That's what it is. I need some sun to shine through. We haven't had that in a little bit. I wonder if we're going to have a Christmas that snows. We haven't had one of those in a long time. I'd like for it to snow on Christmas. Maybe that would get my spirits up, get everything going. This is one of those months that I feel like it's. Why do you want me? TikTok wants you to verify, and then they got this little puzzle piece you got to move. If you don't move the mouse for so long for some reason, and when it gives you that puzzle to do, even if you line it up correctly, it's like try again. You didn't do it right. That's on you, buddy. I did it right. I even moved the mouse. That should tell you that I'm still alive. I'm still streaming. You get an audio coming through TikTok. Stop coming at me with that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Yo. Sounds stupid right now. So I'm telling you, it's the delusionalness of the sickness I had. That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Wednesday I kind of felt eh. And then Thursday or yesterday I definitely didn't feel great. And then this morning I feel 10 times better than I did before. So I'm just saying pizza might be the cure. It could be. I know garlic has some kind of properties in it where it's supposed to like regulate like something. I can't remember what it was. It has some kind of regulating power of some sort. And I do eat a lot of garlic. I can't be a vampire. That is proof I'm not a vampire. I eat a lot of garlic. I love garlic. Garlic is like one of my favorite things. I don't eat garlic like just raw, but not raw garlic. Think about like the flavor of garlic, garlic toast, like garlic bread in general. Um, Garlic seasoning in almost every pasta dish I make because garlic is just it's my favorite. I love garlic, so I can't be a vampire. And I do attest that that's possibly the cure that I needed was that garlic. I needed that garlic because I feel better. Not 100%, but I do feel better. I felt well enough to get up and do a live stream for you guys, so that's something. That is something. Y'all being pretty quiet today. Y'all listen to me. I'm not playing a video game today because I wanted to come on here and tell y'all about the plans that we have for the new year, and figured that would be something that y'all would be interested in knowing. So I decided not to play a game, and could still, I guess, but I don't know. I may not. May end it for the hour that I go upon, and you'll have a brand new video in the morning, which I can't even remember what it's on, to be honest with you. See what it is on tomorrow. Edited these a while back. Let's see. Let's see what we got tomorrow. Um, oh, oh, you get me tomorrow. Yeah, get me tomorrow. Try a newer item out, and I will say tomorrow's video, the food was good, so you'll get something pretty decent there. And then the week after, I think in the next few weeks it flip flops. You know, it's me, Andy, and me, and then you get the live stream. How it works out. So that's how the next few weeks will go, and then our final live stream of the year. Oh, and we're this year. I forgot to even mention this. Why did I even mention this? I have made a Yule log for anybody to watch on Christmas. Y'all can go on YouTube, Rumble, and there'll be a Yule log, Southern Dn'A style. It took me hours to make this thing. So I hope you enjoy it when it drops. It'll be live. Christmas morning, you wake up, it will be live that day. So you'll get a Yule log you can go and click on. It's Southern Dn'A inspired. So go and have, some fun watching it. You can have it playing in the background. It has Christmas music. It has, so you can have the fire crackling on it. You can listen to it. It's going to be good. You're going to get to enjoy it. So definitely come and enjoy that. It took me, like I said, hours. I'm still kind of tinkering with it. I'm trying to figure out if I want to add more to it or not. We'll see. But come and enjoy that. That should be a fun one for you guys to watch. And you'll have it all day Christmas Day to put up if you're, opening Christmas presents with your family. You can have it playing in the background. I hope you do, because I put some time and effort in this one, and it's fun to do. So, but yeah, that will be available for you guys Christmas Day. So you're getting more. Actually, you're getting a lot more content this month. So, plus I'll be back on Tuesday for Bible study, and Friday I'll probably go back to gaming next Friday. Next Friday will be a game day. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to go back to Mall Simulator. Just done an update. The Retro Rewind, which I enjoyed, doesn't have any more content yet for it. So we're kind of stuck there doing the same thing over and over again. There's just no more content. Parcel Simulator, I haven't been back on since that whole big mess, and I've got to really fix that. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I don't know if there's any other free games we can try out that's like demo based or something. I'm sure there is. Or maybe I'll holler at one of my buddies and we'll do a fun multiplayer game or something. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Jaden's awake right now. Yeah, I haven't heard Jaden's voice in a while. Maybe I can get him to. Where's my Discord at? Yeah, he's up right now. Maybe I can get him next Friday. I'll talk to him this week and see if he'll join me next Friday and we'll game together or something. Something we both have, or something I can just get that's not extremely expensive, because it is Christmas. So, most of my money's going to Christmas stuff. So, yeah, I'll holler at him this week and see what he thinks. If he wants to join me next Friday for a gaming stream. Y'all can check him out. I'll give him a shout out, because every Halloween we always do a live stream together, and we did a Halloween stream this past Halloween that I was a part of for about an hour-ish, I think is how long I was on there for. Just at the beginning of the video. We played Phasmophobia. It's a tradition of ours. And let me see. Let me go to his channel so I can shout him out. He's been a huge supporter of the channel, and he's been on the channel multiple times and used to come on here and talk quite a bit. So his channel is Pain, Pain, all caps, -O mode, capital MODE, Pain O mode. And y'all can go check his channel out. His last videos on there was the stream, the spooky time Halloween stream. Cody was on there afterwards also. I don't know what they were doing. Did they go back to? Oh, he did go back to it. Interesting. No, wait a minute. This is a year ago. Where's this stream from last? Oh, I don't know why it was for you. So this is Halloween. This is the one that Yeah, this is how it went. I don't know what they did after I left. Played some other game. He streamed for about 7 hours, so you don't have to watch the whole thing if you want to. But if you like spooky games, he definitely played a lot of it. So you can go watch his content. He's always been, like I said, a supporter and a good friend of the channel. So go check him out. He doesn't have a TikTok, so that I know of, I don't think he's got one, but he does have a YouTube and he may have a Twitch. I think maybe, I don't know. But other than that, guys, I think I'm going to hop off here, go continue to rest up, and so I'm good for you guys on Tuesday. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to me rant about what's our plans are for the near future of the channel. And until next time, let's get it.